What's up guys, Duarte here with another Marvel Strike Force video, and in this video we are going to take a look at another counter for the Heroes for Hire, and we are also going to talk about the concept of this team and how exactly does it work, and the changes that you need to do in order if you are facing, for example, Kestrel as being a 5th on the Heroes for Hire team. So if you like the information on this video, like always, make sure you share it with your friends on Facebook and Discord. If you're new to my channel, make sure you subscribe for more Marvel Strike Force content, and make sure you smash that like button. Okay, so first of all, let's take a look at what's going on here. So we have the hangar up, we have on us and the med bay and the barracks plus the boost is being applied to their team, even that the boost is not necessary because Luke Cage goes first and he applies the flex for everyone. But either way, we are taking a look at 200k punch down, and once again this is just going to be as an example, and even with so big punch downs I have seen people failing at the attacks. For example, today on the war I'm having, someone used a team that Casino suggested, which uses Kestrel, Baron Zemo, Red Skull, and with other characters, and even as a big punch down they failed the attack. So unfortunately that team is not very reliable, and I think this one is more reliable, and you can even change it and make it better. And I have seen a few teams of the Astonishing X-Men beating the Heroes for Hire 100k plus punch down, but once again it's better to spend only one energy doing a 100k or 200k punch down than doing less but you keep failing the attack. So let's keep that in mind. Okay, so we are going to take a look at my team, the stats, and then a few things that we have to take into consideration depending on the team that we are facing. So in terms of the team that I used for this video, I'm using Cyclops and Phoenix. Of course, if you are facing Kestrel, the first thing you want to change is to remove Phoenix, and without Phoenix, Cyclops is not very necessary as well. So you have two options. You can use Iceman and Kitty Pryde, or you can use Iceman and Colossus. Colossus is very strong on this team, and if you have a beast with a T4 on the passive, increasing the resistance, Colossus is going to be even stronger, because even that he's a protector and he's going to get tons of bleeds. Because he has all that extra resistance, he might resist some of those bleeds and not dying as fast as the other protectors. So that's another option. And if you are using Kitty Pryde, she's going to be good because she's going to apply offense down to the enemy team. She's going to apply disrupt as well, so it will prevent taunts and death proofs and defense ups and so on. So both characters have several options that are quite good. And then we have Iceman. He's also good because he reduces the speed. He has a stun. Stuns are very important, especially against his team, and we'll see in the video why. And this is things that you need to have into consideration. And once again, because this team, the Heroes for Hire, does that early burst damage, because of Jubilee's passive, she will give energy and speed up to, or not speed on turn meter to Beast, and that can allow him to have his special and then clear the negative effects from the enemies. It doesn't clear too many negative effects, but it's still pretty good. Okay, so in terms of what? Okay, in terms of the ISO weight, I like to use Striker on Bishop because he does tons of damage with this, but you might want to consider having as a skirmisher for this specific matchup and having Jubilee as a striker to have more chances of applying blind. Blind is going to be extremely important for this match, so this might be a change that you might have into consideration. Beast, I have him as a skirmisher, so he removes more positive effects from the enemies, but for this specific matchup, once again, you might want to consider level 4 healer or level 5 if you can afford it. Okay, so in terms of T4s, I have most of the T4s on Bishop, except the special is not very relevant. The other ones are just tons of damage, and this passive reduces the damage it takes and increases the chance of counter. And this once again is going to be important because applying the vulnerabilities and then Jubilee taking advantage of that to apply more blinds. For Phoenix, she has all the T4s, it's an old legendary, but once again, if you are facing Heroes for Hire with Kestrel, do not use Phoenix and Cyclops, use instead Iceman and Colossus or Kitty Pryde. Especially Iceman for the stun. Iceman is very important character, and that's it. So Jubilee, you want her to be as strong as possible. Mine is 5 red, 6 yellow. She's okay. Unfortunately, if she dies, the team falls apart, so you want to make sure that she survives as long as possible, and you might even consider changing the position of the character. And for example, if you are using Colossus, using on the first position from the right, then Bishop, then Iceman, then Jubilee, then Beast, or have a Jubilee in the corner and Beast. It doesn't really matter which of them. It's the second position is not so relevant on the left side, as long as you have your tanks and Iceman on the right side and on the middle, because they have the higher survivability plus revive and so on, so it's not very relevant. Okay, so for Cyclops, I have the passive and the ultimate. He does tons of damage, and because you have Bishop doing tons of damage, because you have Phoenix doing tons of damage, because you have Cyclops doing tons of damage, you remove the charges from the enemies, from the Heroes for Hire, really fast. And as soon as you remove the charges from Colleen and she dies, then the match is over. And for Beast, I have all the T4s except the passive. I still want to do the passive. I'm just saving a little bit of T4s because we have the new patch coming soon, and we don't know how important those T4s are going to be for Gamora and Nebula. But the ones you really have to consider is the special. The other ones are not necessary, just for extra damage and some extra regeneration. It's good, but it's not super important. Okay, so that's the concept of the team. Once again, if you are looking at other replacements, if we are facing Kestrel, you want to change Phoenix and Cyclops. And you can also, if you are not facing Kestrel, but your Cyclops is too low, you might want to use Colossus here and Phoenix on the other side. This gives Colossus tons of effects from Phoenix, more HP and whatever, which will allow him to have more HP than Beast. And then when Misty Knight applies the ability block, she will ability block Colossus instead of Beast or Bishop or something like this. So that's very important to take into consideration as well. And the other two options you have is not this way. We have Iceman and Kitty Pryde for the extra effects. And the Kitty Pryde, she's very good, but if you have her with good red stars and with the level 5 ISO 8 skirmisher for the extra focus. Without the extra focus, she's not that great because she fails her special many times, and that's the special is very important. So yeah, this is all the alternative versions that we have. So we have quite a few depending on the matches you are facing and which characters you have good red stars on. Okay, so now let's take a look at the clip and see this team in action, and you'll see that it works really well. And it's just, this specific team is just so much damage that they have no chance. Even if they have higher gear, it would be fine. The 200k punch down, it was just what was available. Unfortunately, these teams are quite rare to find on Platinum 1 for me. And unfortunately, that doesn't allow me to do many videos. So here we got unlucky. For some reason, Cyclops got attacked first. I don't think Cyclops has the highest damage on the team, especially because he has so low red stars. But he was attacked first. This is bad luck. Otherwise, everything is fine. So we start working on Colleen. Beast flips the defense up into defense down, which is huge. And she's almost ready to have one charged remove. Now we saved Cyclops. We are going to heal up Phoenix a bit because we don't want her to die way too fast. We want to give it some time, and we do some more attack on Colleen. She loses the first charge. And here I did the special with Cyclops, but this was a mistake. And the reason why it is a mistake, it's because it's luck based, and I was lucky. You don't want to apply taunt to anyone because you want to stun Iron Fist in order for him to don't clear any negative effects and to don't heal the team. So here I was lucky because the taunt went for him, but here what you want to do is apply the basic to Colleen, for example, because she already has the skirmisher, and that will result in more tons of damage. And it will not be luck based when you want to apply the stun for Iron Fist. So keep that in mind. This was a mistake for my part. And here, as you can see, I would prefer to do tons of damage to Colleen, but it was not possible for me. So still, we managed to do the stun. Now Iron Fist is locked in. He has no speed bar, so it's going to take very long time for him to get his turn. And now, as you can see here, Iron Fist is on the yellow bar when Phoenix explodes because of her passive. So the passive from Phoenix does not activate the charges, so keep this in mind, because you might want to take advantage of this and work on Colleen as much as possible based on this, because they have the defense down now, and this changes everything. And for example, at this point, the Misty Knight, she doesn't have the speed up from the T4, but even if she would give the T4 the speed up, it would be completely meaningless, because once again, Iron Fist is stunned, and Luke Cage, he can do the taunt, but it would not do anything. So let's continue. So Colleen, she has defense down, we can work on her. All of them have slow, or most of them have slow. So we can do a lot of stuff. So here I didn't know exactly what to do. I did a special mistake. I should have done the basic on Colleen and get rid of Jessica Jones, but it was fine. The problem is that we have this offense down, we have to take care of it. So tons of damage to Colleen once again. Jessica Jones is gone, and Colleen is without charges, and everyone else also lost the charge. So Iron Fist and Mystic Knight lost the charge from the Cyclops ultimate. Now Luke Cage lost his taunt, we managed to flip it. It's very important to do this. So Colleen now with blind, she cannot do anything. Now we are going to do the ultimate with Phoenix, clear all those positive effects away. She still managed to keep some, because now they have gazillions of resistance after they lose the charge. Is like 300% extra resistance. So now she's gone, and now it's done. Jessica Jones is gone, Colleen is gone. Now we work on Misty Knight. Defense down, she gets one-shotted by Bishop, of course. Bishop has tons of damage. And then we work on Iron Fist, he also has no charges. Luke Cage still has some charges, and at this point the match is pretty much done. There is nothing to be worried about. Now we have the second stun, so yeah. With Iceman, we have two stuns. It's very, very important to have the two stuns. You can apply one to Colleen, one to Iron Fist, or you can apply one to Iron Fist, other to Luke Cage, so he doesn't taunt. And once again, with Cyclops, he's very good at his applying all those defense downs. He just has very low HP, and that might be a problem. So this is when you want to take into consideration other options, like once again Colossus, Iceman, and Kitty Pryde. It really depends on where you have good red stars on. But as you guys can see, as a proof of concept for this video, it will work out either way. It's just then it's all about you knowing how to play, which targets you have to use, which ability orders, and so on. And once again, don't do the mistake I did. If you're using the Cyclops, don't use the special, use the basic. So after you can 100% guaranteed apply the stun to Iron Fist and lock their healing and debuff removal from the match. So yeah guys, that's going to be the video. The X-Men and other options, Astonishing X-Men or Uncanny X-Men against the Heroes for Hire with Jessica Jones. But like I said, if they have Kestrel or some other option, you change Phoenix or Cyclops for Colossus, Iceman, and Kitty Pryde. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, you know what to do. Smash that like button like a boss. And if you found information on this video helpful, make sure to share it with your friends on Facebook and Discord. If you're new to my channel, make sure to subscribe for more Marvel Strike Force content, and I will catch you guys later.